This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. One of two men shot in Beachwood Avenue drive-by has died. One of two men who were shot in a drive-by attack on Beachwood Avenue in St. Andrew on Saturday night has succumbed to his injuries. Detectives from the Halfway Tree Criminal Investigation Branch are now probing the circumstances surrounding the death of 42-year-old Roger Lee Campbell and the injuring of another man. Reports are that men were standing in front of a shop when a gray Mazda Demio motor car with 3 men aboard drove up to the location. 2 of the men brandished guns and opened fire, hitting the 2 targeted men. The gunmen escaped in the motor car in the direction of Linders Road. The police were summoned and both injured men were taken to the hospital where Campbell was pronounced dead. Firearm and ammunition seized in Trelawny. A Glock pistol and 7 rounds of ammunition were seized during a police operation in the Racecourse Lane area in Trelawny on Saturday. The police stated that about 9:30 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a man was observed riding a bicycle. On the approach of the officers, he reportedly threw an object into nearby bushes before attempting to flee. He was subsequently subdued and the bag containing the firearm and ammunition were recovered. The man was taken into custody in connection with the seizure. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Curfew imposed in sections of Havana Heights in Maypen. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Havana Heights, Maypen in the Clarendon Police Division. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Saturday, July 3, and should remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Monday, July 5. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows. North along dirt track from the unfinished concrete dwelling at the western boundary to the sign which marks Welcome to Woodside Community in the vicinity of Havana Heights Main Road. East along the Havana Heights Main Road from the sign which marks Welcome to Woodside Community to the Jacob Hut Community in the vicinity of the train line at the southern boundary. South along an imaginary line approximately 430 meters from the Jacob Hut Community in the vicinity of the train line to the yellow concrete dwelling at the western boundary. West along an imaginary line approximately 270 meters running parallel to the gully bank to the unfinished concrete dwelling at the northern boundary. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. China Harbor Engineering Company workers moved to clear Grantspen Main Road. Workers from the China Harbor Engineering Company on Sunday afternoon moved to clear a section of the Grantspen Main Road in St. Thomas after it was rendered impassable due to flooding from heavy rains associated with Tropical Storm Elsa. The news understands that the work included the removal of materials from the ongoing road construction in the area. Motorists experienced delays while the debris were being removed. Motorcar rides median on Constant Spring Road. Amid the wet conditions brought on by Tropical Storm Elsa on Sunday morning, a motorist had the misfortune of losing control of the vehicle he was driving, which ended up on the median along Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew. While the motorist appeared to have sustained no serious injury, it just might not be the same for the vehicle after it was pulled from the tough concrete road barrier. OEC urges exam candidates to get to centers safely in the event of flooding. The Overseas Examinations Commission is reminding all parents and guardians of exam candidates that in the event of heavy rains and flooding, candidates should make every effort to get to their assigned center as safely as possible. Jamaica is currently being impacted by heavy rainfalls associated with Tropical Storm Elsa. In a series of posts on its Instagram platform, the OEC advised that if candidates should experience difficulties in getting to their assigned centers, they are encouraged to get to the center nearest to them to sit their examinations. Under no circumstance should candidates attempt to cross dangerously flooded roads, gullies, rivers, and fordings in order to reach their center, the Commission cautioned. However, it is very important that parents and guardians take every possible step to ensure that the examinations are written, it added. Further, the OEC said that, where possible, parents and guardians may arrange for candidates to stay with relatives if they think they may experience grave challenges in reaching an examination center should they remain in their current location. The COVID-19 pandemic caused the Caribbean Examination Council's Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate and the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency examinations to be pushed back to June 28. The exams will continue throughout July. The OEC, in the meantime, urged persons requiring more information to contact their offices at 876-618-3721, 876-929-1571, or email info@overseasexams.org.jm. Gully overflows in Longville Park, Clarendon, residents on edge. Some residents of Longville Park in Clarendon are now on edge as heavy rains associated with Tropical Storm Elsa continue to pound the community, causing a gully to overflow. Ava Tomlinson, a member of the communication team for the Community Development Committee, shared that the problem the residents are now facing has in part been a fault of their own. One of the problems that contribute to the flooding in Longville Park, being a community which is always expanding, is that building materials are oftentimes left on the roadways or close to the roadway. When you have heavy rainfall, you will have the material washing into the drains, thus contributing to the buildup in the drain over a period of time, she told the news. According to Tomlinson, the problem has been further compounded by the cutting down of trees by construction workers. She noted that the trees help to hold off the pressure from the heavy rainfall. The affected areas in the community are Gerbera Way, Gladiola Way, and Dahlia Drive, which are currently impassable. Several residents in those areas have also lost the building material, such as sand and stones, which were stored in front of their houses. Residents of Vista Close have also raised concern as the gully is closest to their homes. Tracy Bogle, a resident of Vista Close, told the news that if the water continues to rise, many homes will be flooded. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is reporting that several roads in Clarendon are now impassable. These include Coffles Main Road, Logwood, Rasta Corner under the bridge, and the bridge at Cox in Milk River. Stolen lumber recovered by the police in St. Andrew. The St. Andrew South Police recovered stolen lumber in Delacree Lane following a break-in at a hardware store on Hagley Park Road. The facility was broken into during the heavy rains earlier today. Police received information about the theft and responded quickly. One man has been arrested. 48-year-old Kingston man missing. 48-year-old Garvey Lyndon of Gordon Terrace, New Haven, Kingston 20, has been missing since Saturday, July 3. He is of brown complexion, slim build, and about 172 centimeters or 5 feet 8 inches tall. Reports from the Duhaney Park Police are that he was last seen in his community about 11 a.m. He was dressed in a black t-shirt, gray and black sweatpants, and a pair of black shoes. All attempts to contact him have proven futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Garvey Lyndon is asked to contact the Duhaney Park Police at 876-933-4280, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. 4 more COVID-19 deaths, 44 new cases. Jamaica has recorded 4 more COVID-19 fatalities, increasing the tally to 1,088. Those who have died are a 60-year-old male from St. James, a 41-year-old female from St. James, a 69-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, and a 75-year-old male from St. Anne. 2 more deaths have been recorded as coincidental, increasing the tally to 154. Meanwhile, there were 44 new cases, with ages ranging from 3 years to 87 years, pushing the total to 50,354, with 17,356 being active. Of the new cases, 27 are women and 17 are men. St. Catherine accounts for the majority of the new cases, with 9 being recorded. A total of 809 tests were conducted. The country's positivity rate stands at 8.1%. The recovery figure now stands at 31,545. Some 123 persons are in hospital, with 30 being moderately ill and 13 critically ill. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.